Hey, it's Miss G from Miss G's Room 30, and I can't believe I'm going to show you what I'm going to show you right now. I've been wanting to show this, but today is the day. So I have been working hard making task cards for a variety of different, for a variety of different topics, standards, and everything ELA. So what I want to show you is I have this growing bundle that are resources all based on A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and I keep adding and adding and adding to it so that when you buy it once, you can trust that all the resources you find will not be all the resources that you'll have forever. So today I added something. Oh, today I'll show you what I added. I added all of these multiple choice quizzes for each stave. So it's like a chapter. Now, I want my students to be able to, after they finish a stave, which is like a chapter, I want them to be able to work collaboratively and really drill down on some standards that we need to review before the state test. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to make task cards based on high priority standards, but I'm going to do it in a very short amount of time with very little effort. So I'm at ChatGPT right now. This is my friend, and I'm going to prompt Chat to create these cards for me. So here we go. I am creating 6 task cards for each stave of A Christmas Carol short story. Each stave's tasks will focus on one of 6 standards. Here are the standards. Boom. I'm going to go over to my, okay, and I'm not. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go to CSS standards. I'm going to go to this website. I'm going to go to English Language Arts. I'm going to scroll on down to literature, and I'm going to focus on 8th grade. And here are our power standards. So definitely 8.1 to 3. Word meaning is always good. I like 6. And let's do 7. So the only one I'm not going to do in here is 5 because it takes 2 or more text. So I'm just going to copy those. I'm going to go back to chat. I'm going to put it in here, just paste it. It's going to look real messy for a minute. I'm going to take out 5. Oh, I'm going to take out 5. Okay. Period. I want these to be unique and engaging and take students about 10 minutes to complete. I would love to add in some creative flair for fun while they are practicing standards mastery. I need you to put all 30 tasks in a CSV file like follows. Column A will have the number of the task card. Column B will be the appropriate stave. Column C will be a brief identifier of the standard being practiced. Column D will be the task. Please generate this for me now. So as you can see, I just told Chat exactly what I want because I'm going to make this go super fast. This is probably the longest part. I'm going to put my clock up here in the top right so you can see it's 5:52. I kind of asked ChatGPT for a lot right now, so I've got to be patient. Okay, well then let's jump over here because the next step is to utilize Canva and the bulk editor. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep this really simple. Now, I really want my students to focus on these standards, so I'm not completely worried about the aesthetics of it, although students always like things that are pretty. So I'm going to create a design. Now, I'm making individual task cards. So I'm going to go to custom size. I got a lot going on this computer right now, so I'm kind of slow. Let's check back at chat. They could be spitting something out. No, it's still going. Oh, wow. Custom size. Come on. Okay, create a design. Custom size. Okay, now I want to fit 8 of these on a page. So I'm going to do 4.25 inches by 5.5 inches. And I only know that from playing around with it. You will find this out on your own too. Nope. 4.25 and 5.5. I'm going to create a new design. Now, you have to look at it like this. You need to set this one task card up for success, and then we are going to mass produce it to make all 30 of our cards. So the first thing I like to do is I want this to be printer friendly. So I'm actually just going to put a border. I'm going to grab a black shape like this. I'm going to put it up here. Okay. Now that's not printer friendly. I'm going to put a border on it. The 4 is a little thick. Let's go 3 here. Let's make the middle of my triangle transparent, and that's how you get a border. Okay, so the first thing I always like to do is I like to number my task cards. That will come into play later, and you'll be very thankful for it. So again, I'm going to do this kind of stuff. And I'm going to do this. I'm just going to put it up here. And you can learn how to play with this. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my text. Let's just do this, task. And then here we go. I'm going to put this up in here. Now you need to think ahead when you're using the bulk create app on Canva. So task is going to be there on every single card, but what's not going to be there on every single card is the number. The number will change. So I have a 1 here, and again, I'm not getting fancy aesthetically. Okay? I'm going to keep it a little bit small because when we get up into those 20s and 30s, these numbers really grow. I'm just going to center it like that. Okay, task 1. Now, I know that on every card I will have a task. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put, okay, so let's not forget. I kind of like this. Okay. And Miss Carol. Okay, that's just kind of cute, right? I mean, not that the Scrooge is very cute. A Christmas Carol. And then let's go with something like this. Task cards. Let's take this away. Let's take this away. And then let's make this real small. And again, I'm just trying to add a little bit of aesthetics, if you will. A Christmas Carol task cards. I don't like that at all. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to do this, and now look. But I want to show you. You can be picky and still move fast. Here's what I want. I'm going to duplicate this. I need to ungroup this. Duplicate. Okay. Christmas Carol task cards. Sure, we'll go something like that, okay? Not my best work here, but whatever. Now here's the task at hand. Okay, now I'm going to want to put a box, and you want to pay attention to like the font and how long your tasks are going to be. Now I haven't seen what chat has spit out yet, so I don't even know what kind of tasks we're looking at. Okay, but I forgot. I'm going to want to put the standard and the stave. So here we go, Control copy, Control V. We will want to know the stave first so that we can organize. Control copy, Control V. And then over here, because that's only going to be one number, we're going to put standard. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller because that's, oh gosh, that's really small. Okay. Let's just at least get it down here. Okay. You know what? I just like it. Okay. So here we go. Let's go back to chat. Did we get? Okay, yeah. So I've generated the CSV file. Download the task cards. Sweet. Thank you, ChatGPT. We're going to open that up, and now AI is AI, but you always have to check their work because there's a lot of times when ChatGPT can get lazy on you. Okay, just like we asked, task card number, stave, standard, beautiful, all the standards that we asked for. And check this out. Find a quote that shows Scrooge's attitude toward Christmas at the start of the story. Write it down and explain how it reflects his character. Identify a theme introduced in stave 1. I mean, this is genius. These are great standards practice for my students after we read each stave. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take it from the first cell of data, and I'm going to go over here to the last cell of data over here, and I'm going to select them all. So I basically have my whole table selected. Command copy. So I just copied all of that data to my clipboard. And then let me go back to my Canva. Where did my Canva go? Where did my Canva go? Okay, and I'm going to go back to my Canva. Okay, so text, I want to make sure, I'm going to put it here, I'm going to kind of center it. And the rest of the card we have for our task. So I'm going to leave that right there. I'm just going to put task, okay. Stave, I need to put a number. So let's just put 1 here. And again, that's going to fill up with different numbers. And then standard. Now this is going to be, sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Okay, I can't be too particular because I'm just trying to show you how this is going to work. I don't want that centered, I want that there, I want that there. Okay. You could play with this forever. Okay, so I have all the information. I have the task card, I have the standard number, I have the stave, I have the task, I have the task. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go over here to bulk create. If it's not here, you need to click on apps, and you can even search for it up here. I use it all the time, so I'm going to bulk create. I'm going to enter my data manually because I don't need to be very organized because I know what I'm doing here. I'm going to clear the table. Okay. I'm going to add text columns because I'm inserting all kinds of text here. 2, 3, 4. So I have task card number, I have stave number, I have standard, and I have, you don't have to use all of them. So I'm going to put my cursor right here in cell 1, column 1. I'm going to press Command V or Control V. Oh, let me see what happened here. Okay, let me just try that again. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to go to copy, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go Command V, paste, and look at this, beautiful stave, this. Now I'm done. All my data is in there. Okay, are you ready for the magic to happen? Now I'm going to click on different placeholders like my task number, and I'm going to go up here to connect data. I know that my number was the first in the first column, so I'm going to go there. I know that my stave was the second column, so I'm going to go there. And if you need to remind yourself, see how it says stave over here? Okay. I know my standard was in the third column, so I'm going to go here. And then I know that my task, now see how this task is centered? I don't want it centered. I want it left align. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to go here, connect data, and 4. Okay. So you want to make sure this is the only page in your document. And are you ready to see this magic happen? I'm going to go down here to continue. I'm going to make sure they're all selected and generate 30 designs. And what you're going to get here. Oh, see, we did make a mistake, but that's okay. Can you see the mistake on here? Textual evidence was a little bit long, and we didn't just have a stave number, it said stave number 1, so we've got some overlap here. But if you go down, you can see that now we're on task 2, theme, and it's a different tab. Look at it, literally generated 30 task cards. I mean, time saver, you think? Okay, but if you mess up like that, it's okay. Go back to your original one. Not all is lost. So now we're going to go here. I had a lot of room at the bottom of my task cards. So I'm going to move this all down. Okay? I'm going to put the stave here. I'm going to put the standard here. Now they all have enough room. I'm going to make sure that this box is elongated. And then I'm going to make sure that this box is elongated because it actually says stave. Okay, so I made those few changes. I think those were the only mistakes I had. And what I'm going to do again, it's already all loaded up still. I'm going to generate 30 more designs. In the meantime, I'm going to go over to this one, and I'm just going to keep my Canva clean, and I'm going to go to File, and we're going to move this to trash. Trash. I'm going to go back over here. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful these are. Okay, now I would take a few seconds, since we've already saved so much time creating these 30 standards aligned, engaging task cards. I mean, this is going to have my students working collaboratively as they rotate through stations for at least 60 minutes. And here we are. Now you may be asking, what in the world? This is a task card, but it's a whole page. Like if I were to print this, it's going to print 30 pages. Let me show you what you have to do as the last step to make miniature task cards. Okay, and maybe you want the task on a whole 8.5 by 11 because you want to print it and then hang it on the wall like stations. Then just go ahead and print from here. But if not, you're going to go to Share, you're going to go to Download, and you're going to go to either PD. Oh no, we're going to go to PNG. So for PNGs right now, we're going to do all this. It's going to mass save each of these pages individually as a PNG file. And then, while I'm waiting, I'm going to go down to the very bottom. I'm going to add in a blank page and go to that page. And then, in my downloads, I have this bulk folder of my 30 task cards. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go to Uploads. I want to get these task card images into Canva so I can work with them. Downloads. Now it's better when you name your things so you're not looking at all these bulk folders. But there are my 30 beautiful, rather simplistic, but we're not going to knock them, task cards. And here is the awesome part. I'm actually going to File, Create a New Design. I want it to actually be landscape, not horizontal, so custom size. So I'm going to want it in inches, and I'm going to want it 11 inches long and 8.5 inches wide. And then I am just going to start Oh, you know what? I messed up. I don't want it landscape like this because I made it for 4. So here we go. I'm going to go back to my portrait, 8.5 by 11. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to get my first task card. I'm going to try to make it about a quarter size of the page. So what I like to do is I just like to put it at the bottom, and then I like to go up to what looks like a quarter, so you can kind of use your 2.2. Oh, and okay, and I'm just going to command duplicate. I know they're both number 1, but if we did that right, that looks pretty even to me. And now I can even select both of them, command duplicate, and I can go up here. So what I'm just trying to do is make a template of 4 task cards. Now, when I print this, I can easily cut these right down the lines. And a cool thing about Canva is I have 1, I drag over 2, I drag over 3, I drag over 4. I'm going to duplicate this page, and I drag over 5, I drag over 6, I drag over 7, I drag over 8. In just a few minutes, I have literally 8 unique, well-designed, standards-based tasks for students to do related to Stave 1 of A Christmas Carol, targeting 6 different essential ELA standards. Check that out. Okay, so I can always go here, share, download. I can make it a PDF for printing. You can do whatever you'd like with it from here on out. So that, my friends, is how you make customized, curriculum-driven instructional resources, harnessing the power of AI and tools like Canva.